Ms. Waters' comments and other Democrats using hate speech towards conservatives. I'm joined by Navy veteran and former congressional candidate for California's 43rd District, the guy who tried to unseat her, and we hope he's successful at some point because, wow, Joe Collins, we have got to get rid of Ms. Waters. I know you want to talk about the recall with Newsom. We're going to get to that, but first let's talk about Ms. Waters because you know her all too well. What'd you think about that backpedaling, Joe?
Well, I think that's what she better had did, because if you remember, we filed the complaint against Maxine Waters with the House ethics complaint when she sent people to our events with guns to try to intimidate us. And let me be honest with you, she said worse things than that. She's actually said that she was going to take Trump out herself. And so her backpedaling just shows that, you know, she is a coward. She is, you know, one of the worst politicians that we've ever seen. But all in all, I really get tired of hearing Maxine's mouth. She has one of the most annoying voices I've ever heard in my life.
You're right. I forgot about that soundbite. And you know what? We were looking for other ones today. And guess what? They're harder and harder to find because YouTube and the Google search and everything else is pushing all this stuff that incriminates the left and makes them look bad. They're pushing them down where you can't even find stuff anymore. It's very difficult. So, I mean, big tech's not only silencing conservative voices like you, like me, like millions of Americans on the right, but then they're also, when it comes to searches, they're making it disappear so that folks that are maybe undecided in the middle to figure out their opinion about the left, want to go do some research, can't find it now. It's gone.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what? I'll tell you a secret. I'm about a week away from finishing the platform. Now, we have to launch our own social media platform, and we're not censoring or banning anyone. It's a totally free speech platform because I feel that is what America needs right now.
So let's switch gears from Maxine because we know she's not good for California, and I commend you and I thank you for your service in the Navy when you served, and I thank you for your service running that campaign last year in an effort to unseat someone who is, to me, disgusting and a hypocrite and should not be holding that office. But you got somebody else in California that I know you're helping, the Recall Newsom campaign. You're getting out there, you're going up and down the state, you're giving speeches, you're getting pretty close. It looks like this may happen.
Oh, yeah, we're very excited about it. You know, when I restarted my campaign to run for Congress, I wanted to get involved with issues that the community were entangled in, and that recall was one of them. So I was able to get with Mike Netter and the Recall Gavin Newsom 2020 organization. Orrin, he's a really great guy who's heading up the recall efforts, as well as Dr. Cordy Williams and Gina Bacon with 1776 and the We Have Rights organization. And it has been a positive experience thus far. We've traveled to San Diego twice, Los Angeles twice. We'll be in Santa Monica this weekend, and we're going up the coast and we're collecting signatures.
Yeah, and I want everybody to know, because we've had Orrin on before and also the spokesperson, Randy Economy, who I know you know, he's actually a personal friend of mine. We've got to make sure that folks out west, if they're filling this out, number one, follow the rules. You got to be a California resident, I think over 30 days, prove your residency, because they are going to go through these signatures with a fine-tooth comb and try to make sure that this recall doesn't happen. You can tell that Newsom is getting worried. I mean, he's already talking now about opening businesses and schools. He lifted his ban. He's nervous. You need 1.495 signatures. That's 1,495,000, and you're about, what, 85,000, 90,000 away. But people have to make sure they download it, sign it, and turn it in properly, because you need more than the 1.5, because they're going to try and cancel out thousands of those signatures to make sure this doesn't happen. That's what I'm hearing anyway. Are you hearing that in Cali as well?
Well, we know that's what they're going to do, especially when it comes to, you know, removing their Democratic leaderships from office. But I tell you what, Chairwoman Jessica Patterson, she's going to make sure that we get those signatures. She's going to make sure that they do the right thing and not invalidate signatures that are validated. And so, you know, I support her. I support the recall effort. And let me be honest with you. A lot of people are saying this is a Republican effort, but it's not. We are working on a bipartisanship level with the Democrats, with the independents, and the Republicans in order to collect signatures and engage communities and let them know the damage that has been done to our communities by Gavin Newsom.
I'm so glad you pointed that out, Joe, because they're giving me the rap, but I don't want people to think that might see this clip online, that maybe they aren't a constant viewer of Real America or OAN, and they could be, like you said, more of an independent, maybe a libertarian, maybe even an old school Democrat who's willing to have a conversation. And they live in California. They are upset. They're fed up to hear with Newsom's tyrannical, dictatorship-like orders he's put in place over the last 11 months. And I hear, just like you're hearing, there's a lot of folks that aren't just Republicans that are signing this recall. Tell them where to go and how to do it here before they wrap us up, Joe.
You can go to joecollinsforcongress.com, or you can go to recallroadtrip.com and find out where we're going to be next. Thank you for having me, Dan.
All right, Joe Collins, thank you so much again. Thank you for your service. Keep the fight and get out there and get those folks signing that recall. I just hope that we have a good candidate, because I know there's a handful right now, and I've been looking into the background. We've got to make sure we've got a good candidate ready to go to take Newsom out of office. I want to make sure I say it that way and not take him out. Somebody might think I'm inciting violence. Right, Joe?
I got you back. I got
Take
you
care,
back,
man. You be good.
All right.
Yep.